Hey guys, happy Tuesday. 22nd, we'll get started here very shortly. Hey, what up, Jeff? What up, Donald? Oh. Hope all is well with everybody. I have a stronger beer. I have one of those Alaskan type beers. It's from Pennsylvania though, but definitely might have me doing a few dances if it goes. What up, Dudley? Alright, we'll get started here. 1 minute. Alright, here we go. What up, Thomas, Dudley, Jeff, Daniel. Hope everybody's doing well. I have a monster potential giveaway tonight, so a monster potential giveaway. So I'll get into more of that a little bit. Got some new Whammies. What up, Jones? Welcome back, my man. Hope you're well. Alright. So, what is out there? Alright, guys, what's good? Alright, so, beer of choice tonight? A little Trogs action. We're going to go with some Trogs Perpetual. I got my little koozie from Jeffro out there. And we'll give this a little pop top, see what we got. Alright, guys. Alright, so as long as you buy 5 or more spots, you're automatically going to get something in the mail. That's just the way it always works here in the Dad Break Room. Alright, so 5 or more spots. How about a pack of 2022 Donruss? This is a cool pack. Nothing huge of value, but one of every 3 packs has an autograph rookie card. So this is the 2000 Team Best. This is a Hobby Pack Minor Leaguers. Little War of Warriors Topps pack. Some Topps Heritage Baseball from 2023. And a little NBA Hoops 23-24. Alright, so as long as you buy 5 or more spots, that's coming your way no matter whether you get a hit or not tonight. Then we have an upgrade tonight, 10 or more spots. Get you a pack of Jumbo 2021 Bowman Baseball. Some Prestige 2024, a little top Star Wars Resistance Gravity. How about a little Upper Deck Goodwin Champions pack, looking for some of those big autos. And then a little NBA Hoops 24-25. Alright, so big thing to be on the lookout for tonight. Chance at a Mahomes rookie. We're going to give away a jumbo, potentially give away, I guess I could say, in a box of mystery, potentially at some point, a jumbo 2017 Elite pack with the Chance of Mahomes rookie. So those will be on the things to watch out for. What up, alphas? Alright, so bunch of different breaks out there tonight. If you guys have any questions, let me know as we go through. What up, Matthew? Hopefully enjoy the break. I do giveaways throughout the entire evening. So not just in the break that you'll be in, but throughout the entire evening as it goes on. That being said, I'm going to go through the site real quick. So if you guys are new here, actually give me 1 second. Let me do something on the site. So bear with me about 27.5 seconds. Going to make an update so you guys can see what's going on. Alright, that'll be the 13th. Ooh, we're going to have a break on Friday the 13th this year. Oops. Well, that was a mistake. Alright. Now we should be good. Alright, so here we go. We're going to line up here at the website dad-breaks.com. So if you are new, welcome. We do breaks throughout the evening, and I always have an upcoming schedule for when our next breaks will be on the website dad-breaks.com. So here we are, Tuesday, June 3rd. We're looking at Monday, June 9th, and then Friday, June 13th. So tonight, then I have to travel. We have high school graduation this weekend, and we're doing it in 3 different locations. So I am running the virtual aspect of it for our school on Saturday, but we'll have one in Pittsburgh and one in Reading. I'm actually going to be driving out to Reading to be running that, so I'll be out there at the end of the week. So because of that, I didn't want to do a break on Friday. But that said, we'll have one on Monday of next week and then Friday of next week. So what spots are out there? So it looks like we're sold out of all the baseball. At this point, just have football. So this is the Duke football. So it's 1 autograph authentic football and 1 autograph jersey. And it looks like we have the Falcons, the Jaguars, and the Titans available. So 3 spots remain in the Duke football break. And then sold out of everything else. So just have I think there were like 4 or 5 spots last I checked. There might be less now. Spots of the multi-sport jersey, Funko, and photo breaks. So if you're interested in this, go head on over and check that out. Alright. All that being said, why don't we get the action started tonight? Good, that's actually really cool. I like that they did that. Alright, guys. I'm going to have everybody out there. We're going to do a football break. It is going to be a Hit Parade single jersey break, and I'm going to have everybody in the chat give me 2 NFL teams. 2 NFL teams. Go ahead, put 2 teams on one line. If you correctly guess, you'll get a chance at a box of mystery. Tonight we have box, I think this was 17. Yeah, 17, and then box, I think 34. So 17 and then 34. So it'll be one of these 2 boxes. Alright, so we'll use random.org to figure out which box we will end up using. And thank you for your patience in dealing with me today. If I stumble on my words, I literally was outside from about 8:15 today to a little after 4 o'clock. And then I grilled more hot dogs than you can shake a stick at. So I am ready to get opening some boxes here in this break and have some fun in here. Alright, let's do this. If you are new, welcome. The way this works, we head over to random.org. We use a randomizer, and we do it 7 times always. So while Jones' lucky number is 13, we use the lucky number 7 here. So there's 5 times, there's 6, 1 more makes it 7. Top number will be the box we end up using. Alright, box 17, box 17. Alright, that means we're going to take 34 off. So this guy right there, 34, not today. Alright. Last call on those guesses. If you haven't put a guess in, go ahead. We have Jake with the Cardinals and the Falcons. Troy has the Ravens. David has the Buffalo Bills. John has the Panthers. David's got the Bears. Troy has the Bungles. David with the Browns. Charlene's got the Boys. Jake with the Broncos. David's got the Lions. Charlene's got the Pack-a-Tech. David's got the Texans. Jake with the Colts. We've got Jerdy in the action. Welcome to the action tonight, Jerdy. We've got David with the Chiefs and the Raiders. By the way, Jerdy's got the Jags. Jeff B with the Chargers. David with the Rams. Troy's got the Dolphins. David's got the Vikes, the Pats, the Saints. Chris has the G-Men. Jake has the Jets, Jets. Chris has the Fly Eagle Fly. Ryan's got them Steelers. David with the Niners. Jake's got the Seahawks, the Bucks, and then we've got John with the Titans, and David sitting on the commode. Alright, guys. No more guesses here. Cheers. We're almost at a little hump day. Hump day. Alright. Well, for this one, why not? Let's get the Whopper out there. I was on the grill all day. I was making dogs. We'll have to get some hot dog Frank out there later. Alright, guys. Good luck with all those guesses. This here is box 17. So you can see as I show it all the way around, it is sealed. It comes straight from Hit Parade. Alright, so secondary seal's down there. I see a 1, I see a 4. Alright, we have a Jets. Yes, that is right. A Jets. Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold on a Fanatics Authenticated. Let me check and see if this is a Nike jersey. It might be a Nike Sam Darnold. But either way, it's going to be Jets. It is. So it's a Jets, New York Jets Authentic Nike jersey. So we have a Nike, authentic Nike, New York Jets, Sam Darnold jersey. That's pretty cool. Alright, so we have Sam Darnold on an authentic Jets jersey from Nike. Alright, that's an on-field authentic jersey here. Alright. So that'll go out to the Jets and Jake. Jake on the board. Way to go, Jake. Alright, so let me pull that back up, get that in there. So no customs on this one. Former draft bust turned good. Your former Vikings quarterback, right? Now a quarterback with the Seahawks. That's why I had to open up and make sure it wasn't a Seahawk. I would love to see more, Steve. I love the Authentics. Alright, let me mark this down. Jets. Sam Darnold. Alright, so if you guess the Jets, you're going to have a chance at a box of mystery. Alright, how many Jets guesses do we have? Daniel with the Jets guess. Matt with the Jets guess. And John with the Jets guess. Alright, so there's 3 people duking it out, shall we say, for the Jets. Did I miss anybody? I saw Daniel, John, and Matt. Alright, let me put those boxes together as promised. 3 boxes of mystery coming up. 1 potential monster hit. Alright guys, so before we pick a name, I'll just put the boxes out there real quick. We have Silver Box, Golden Egg, and Trash. Alright. Alright, I'll put those 3 names in there. Alright, so we had Jets with Daniel there. Then I think Matt was the next Jets. And then we had Jets with John. Alright, so 7 times top name. You're going to tell me which box from the box of mystery you would like. There's 2 times, there's 3, 4, 5, 6. One more makes it 7 times. Alright, it's going to be John. John, 7 times. John, you are the lucky winner here. Alright, John, go ahead. Make a selection from the boxes of mystery. Silver Box, Golden Egg, or the Trash. Silver. Alright. John, that means you passed up on the Golden Egg. Unfortunately, you missed out on a pen that says, "Oh, the places you'll go." A lot of people graduating right now. Thought that was quite apropos. Every single time I graduated, every time, kindergarten, high school, college. My mom read to me in front of however many people were there. Oh, the places you'll go. Alright, that means you passed up on the trash. And inside the trash was a pack of Chronicles. So you missed out on a pack of Chronicles, John. So unfortunately, John, that means you just hit the Monster Motherload. How about this? A 2017 Elite Jumbo Pack. These are monsters right here. And this has a chance at a Patrick Mahomes rookie. Alright, 2017, the loaded draft class. Alright, absolutely monster potential out of this jumbo. John, let's see if we can pull it. Can we get a Mahomes rookie? That would be insanity. Autos are possible too. Alright, so boy, we'll put the rookies. Well, there's rookies everywhere. There's Elijah McGuire, Jared Evans, Jabril Peppers, Cooper Kupp rookie. Look at this. It's loaded. Cooper Kupp rookie. Kareem Hunt rookie. A parallel Charles Harris rookie. Die cut, no less. Is it numbered? How about a Ben Roethlisberger? Eli Manning. Terry Bradshaw. Jerry Rice. Russ Wilson. J.J. Watt. Rodgers. LaDainian Tomlinson. There's a Rob Gronkowski. Alright, here's the rest of your rookies. There's a Charles Harris. Amba Eda Toile. There's a John Ross. Jonathan Allen. And Dede Westbrook. But hey, so we didn't pull the biggest one, but that's a great pull right there. Cooper Kupp and a Kareem Hunt rookie. Alright. Sweet. Alright, well, we didn't get to start. We didn't get the Mahomes. We're going to get one because I bought a whole box of those. So we'll do those. Probably try to do one a break. But, John, congrats. Alright. I was like, I'm going to shell out the dollars for this. Mahomes Magic. I want to get it. By the way, that I just realized that J.J. Watt is a rookie. That's a heck of a rookie of a J.J. Watt. Or was that T.J.? Now you got me wondering. Alright, was that T.J. or J.J. Watt? That's J.J. I was going to say, if it was T.J., that's his rookie year. It was J.J. that we saw. Alright, guys. Oh, that was fun. Congratulations, everybody. How about that? Alright. Let's get into... We will do a figurine break. Alright, for this one, pretty simple. Just going to give me one letter from the alphabet. First things first, we'll actually figure out the figurine. It's either going to be box 6 or box 8. 6 or 8. Just put one letter from the alphabet in the chat. That's all you have to do. Alright, so 6 and 8, 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, so it's going to be box 8 for the figurine. Alright, so box 8. We'll take box 6 off. Now we got to figure out photo. And we know it's going to be jersey number 2. It's the last one from the case. So jersey 2 for sure. So jersey 2, photo 8. What we don't know is that's the wrong box. What we don't know is which photo we're going to use. We have a brand new box to be using, brand new case, brand new series. Alright, Alright, so we're going to cut this open. Maybe. There we go. And quickly, I'm going to mark this up. So I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And I will quickly go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alright, guys. I don't know why I just tossed the box to the side. But 1 through 10 are right there. Let me grab the box real quick. Alright, like I said, we know the figurine, we know the jersey, we don't know which photo, so let's do that right now. 1, 2, 3. Alright, 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, so it's going to be photo number 3. Photo number 3. Alright, so let me just cross 3 out on my cheat sheet here. And then we'll grab number 3 right there. And then we'll put these back because we'll have to use this later on. Alright. Last call on your guesses. Last call on those guesses. I am going to go in now. And if this was the 7th time, Jake would have the letter A, Maris would have the letter Z. But we're going to scramble this up a little bit. There's 2 times, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, one more makes it 7 times. Alright, David, you're going to have the last name letter A, and George is going to have the last name letter Z. Remember, Zendaya is possible in here. Alright, so let's go ahead and put that there. And then let's go in and refresh our list. Excuse me. Whew. Make sure everybody's awake. David's got the letter A, June the letter B, Jake the letter C, Steve the letter D, George the letter E and F, Michael's got the letter G, George has the letter H, Jake the letter I, Michael the letter J. Thank you. We've got George the letter K, Jake the letter L, George the letter M, June the letter N, Jake the letter O, George the letter P, Daniel's got the letter Q, Maris the letter R. We've got Jake the letter S, David the letter T, George the letter U, Jake the letter V, George the letter W, Jake the letter X, George has the letters Y and Z. Alright, guys. No more guesses. Do we have any trades coming? Give you guys about 8 more seconds to discuss any trade offers. If not, it's jump into and have some fun time. Alright, no trades, let's go. And you know what? Stanley Cup finals are coming up here. Let's get a hockey puck. Alright, so give that a little tap as a good luck charm here. This was box 3 for the photo, box 3. So you can see that seal is going to be torn right along that line. Box 3, we have a photo. Alright, former first-round draft pick from the University of Alabama. How about running back Najee Harris? Najee Harris, the letter H. Going out to George. George on the board. Yes. Alright, George, congrats. Najee time. Alright. Cross-checking box number 2. Box 2. Sealed up. What up? Backside and cross side. There we go. Alright, we're going to cut into this area right there. I see a 2. I see a 3. I see Marshon Lattimore. Marshon Lattimore, the letter L. That'll be going out to Jake. Jake, alright. Defensive shutdown, defensive cornerback. Former Ohio State Buckeye. Turned longtime Saint, now Commander Marshon Lattimore. Beckett on our authentication. Alright, guys. It is figurine time. Alright, here we go. Steve. Box 8, box 8, let's go. Alright, best way to do this, just pull it out a little bit, give it a cut down. Alright, we might have a bonus in here. We might have a bonus in here, guys. I can't tell if it's a Funko, but I can see what I think is going to be a bonus. Alright. We do have a bonus, and there is no Funko. Alright, so we have 2 items. 2 items in here. There is a bonus. 2 items, and then there's this empty thing. Alright, so there are 2 items in here. Alright, so the first one is not an autograph, but very cool patch on this. Very cool. I can already see it. Alright. How about this? We have a Brock Purdy Jumbo, and look at the patch thickness on that. There's a Brock Purdy, the letter P. So Brock Purdy, that'll go out to George. George gets the bonus, so you can get like patch cards, autos. We got a patch, a very big patch card right here of Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy. All right, so that'll go out to George. Alright, let me fold that back up. And then the next one is not a Funko. Not a Funko. We have a starting lineup. Starting lineup coming out of here. Alright, so it's an autograph starting lineup. And I actually haven't looked to see who it is yet. It looks like a baseball player. It looks like a baseball player. And I did not sneak a peek, so I will be seeing it as you guys do. Alright. We have autographed. Alright, I'm not going to lie. Maybe this is why they gave us the bonus card. The box has an indent here, indent there, and on the sides. We have an autographed extended series. Frank Thomas. Frank Thomas is coming out of here. The letter T. David H. Congratulations, David. a starting lineup autographed by Frank Thomas. Frank Thomas. This is JSA on the authentication, just as a heads up on that. But I am going to point out again the box, a little indentation here and along there. JSA on your autograph authentication, though. Alright. David, congrats. Oh yeah, very cool for sure. I just want to point out that you know, if you don't get it in 100% mint condition, it was like that as it came out of the case. That's all. Being that it's a 35-year-old item, somewhat understandable. All right, so we're gonna have 4 letters. It's John's here, so that's yeah. Alright, so 4 letters. H-L-P-T. H-L-P-T. I see Dave P-H with the letter H. I only see 2 people. I'm going to go through. I only see 2 people, so only one of the 2, but I only see 2 that guessed correct letters. But I'll put it on here, HLPT. So, nobody. Oh, I see you there, Donald. Sorry, I missed yours. Donald's got it. This is why we do it like this. There's Dave with the PH. HLPT. HLPT. And then Chris. Alright, so 7 times. The top name on the 7th time gonna get a box of mystery. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. It'll be Donald. Alright, Donald, congratulations. You have a box of mystery. Box of mystery coming Donald's way. Alright, Donald, good luck. I'm gonna have a Chase product out there. So there will be a Chase product waiting potentially for you, Donald. And you know what? I didn't even give you a whammy this time. I just realized I don't think I gave you a whammy. I don't think I did. Alright. We have Golden, we have Shark, and we have the Police. I don't think there's a whammy. There's supposed to be, but I don't think I put one in there. So Donald, you might be whammyless. Land Shark it is. Alright, we passed up on the Police. Inside of the Police, how about that? A pack of Prism Basketball. So we have Prism Basketball 2021. Gold, we passed up on Gold. Gold was the one. This was your Chase pack, so we missed out on a Chase pack right there. So missed out on a potential big hit from a Chase pack. That would have been in football. And I don't think we had a whammy. No. How about this? A little Topps 2022 baseball. All right, Donald, a little baseball love coming your way. 16 cards of glory. Maybe an Otani or 3. All right, Donald, get rid of that thing. You don't need that. But there's a little JT Realmuto, Zach Thompson, Wilson Contreras, Ryan Weathers, Emmanuel Clace, Zach Wheeler. There's Rodolfo Castro, Trey Mancini, Matt Olson, Tim Anderson. There was a cliff, and his career fell off of it. That was so weird how that just suddenly happens with some guys. Alex Reyes, Isaiah Kiner Falafa, IKF, Jonah Heim, Anderton Simmons, Buster Posey on a Topps Chrome, and then a Chris Bryant on a traditional. Both were teammates then. Speaking of guys' careers falling off a cliff, unfortunately his hit an injury cliff. Alright, Donald, those cards and more coming your way. Hey, Donald, you are welcome. Alright, give me a second. I just want to get caught up here on some orders. Actually, you know what? I don't think I need to for doing this. We'll do our divisional breaks. Just 3 divisional breaks tonight. It's a smaller break. It's a Tuesday, just like Monday will be next week, a little bit smaller. We got weekday. But for this, you're going to give me a division. And if it comes out of the mini helmet, your name is going to get added to random.org. And at the end of these 3 breaks, we'll take all the names and we'll put them into random.org. And 2 names will be pulled out. There'll be 3 boxes out there. And 1 person, or 2 names, will get a box of mystery. Alright, so I have 4 and 7 as possibilities here for the mini helmet. 4 and 7. Go ahead in the chat, give me a division. There's 1, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, box 7. Let me swap these. Alright, so box 7 is going to come on. And box 4 is coming off. Alright, I'll give you guys a second or 8 to figure out your guesses. I'm going to put some of these later purchased spots. Line those up right now. So I have Dudley. I'm just going to read off the spots that I had out there that were filled as we started the break, so thank you. Dudley, you grabbed the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Rays. George grabbed a few spots in the Funko break. 2, 3. Michael grabbed a spot in the perfect penmanship. That'll be coming up shortly. Mike, the last spot in the perfect penmanship and the JETS Jets. Again, Michael C with the Cincinnati Reds. That was one of the spots that sold, but then the buyer did not pay. Matthew, you're in this with the Twins. Thank you. Hopefully you're enjoying this break. Alright, guys. No more guesses. No more guesses. Hey, at least your team won a World Series in your lifetime. I am fairly confident that the Pirates will not win a World Series in my lifetime. Alright. I almost used a baseball for a good luck charm for a football break. Alright. Let's get some beer juice out there. Box 7. Box 7. A little Fitz Magic is out there. We're sealed up all the way around. Looking good. Why not? It's going to be a rip and pull. See what we got. There's the rip. Ooh, that's a cool looking... Ooh, I know this too. Look at that helmet. Hall of Famer from the Chicago Bears. This is an NFC North head. That is such a cool looking lid. Look at that. That is Brian Urlacher. Brian Urlacher. NFC North going out to Timothy. Timothy, what a cool looking helmet right there. Brian Urlacher. Jake, I know. I know. Not if it was a playoff game, though. Oh, that Corbin Burns, though, that did not look good, did it? Did not look good. And he's in my keeper league for baseball fantasy, and I'm like, no, that's not good. I'm in trouble. All right, nice hit, Timothy. At least he won me a championship last year in our keeper league. I paid a steep price to get him, though. Before, what's his name, ever made it to the majors, Bobby Witt Jr. I traded Bobby Witt Jr. and then some to get Corbin Burns. But this is before Bobby Witt was ever in the majors, and I got him as a steal in my fantasy league. But that's a whole nother asset story. Either that or UCL. Ugh. I know what you're saying, though, Jake. Seriously, Mike. At least your team in your lifetime has been to the World Series, though. My team can't even win a playoff series. The Braves, the Reds, they lose every playoff series. It's terrible. To the Braves, to the Reds, the Pirates. Ugh. All right, guys. If you guess the NFC North, your name is going to get added. John. I say that, though, Mike, as if getting into the World Series and losing is a better thing than not getting there. Never winning is the same. That might be more painful, even. Alright, so I added, just for talk's sake, I have John, Mike, and Cody. That's all I saw. Alright, so John, Mike, and Cody. I got you guys. Alright, same deal. If you like what division you guessed, go ahead, put it in the chat. But if you want to change it up, do that as well. But if you like the one you guessed, keep it out there. Full size. Oh no, we're not doing full size football. I didn't even do one of those. Hello. It is. Don't do that. Don't. I'm out. Woo. Don't do what I say. We are now doing active or retired baseball, active or retired football, active or retired basketball, hockey, or other. Yeah, I knew I'd stumble at some point tonight. That lasted longer than I thought it would. Alright, every number but the number 3 is a possibility in the multi-sport photos. Every number but the number 3. Alright, take that out. Matthew. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. This is for the 8x10 photo. There's 2 times, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. We're going to go with box 9. Alright, so box 9. Let me mark that down right there. And box 9's right here. Then for the jersey, or for the 16x20, I have boxes 3, 7, and 8. The 3, 7, and 8 are possibilities here. The 3, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, let me swap that out and grab box 7. Alright, box 7 is going to come on. Alright, there we are, box 7. And coming off will be box 3. It's upside down. Alright, in this break, we got Zachy with active and retired baseball, Jake with active football, John with retired football, and then David saying, give me active, retired basketball, hockey, and the other. Alright, guys, no more guesses. Let's do this. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, we've got hot dog freak. Oh, yeah. I was being cooked up all day by this guy right here. Right here. Alright, box 9. Box 9 sealed up. Let's pull one of these big timers. Alright, we have, oh, here we go, Hall of Famer. Hockey! Hockey, look at that. We have Brett Hall. Brett Hall on a Hockey Hall of Famer. Team USA, no less. Alright, so we have Brett Hall, 2002 Olympics. 2002. That's what she said. Alright, David. Oh, Brett Hall of... Alright. Big hit! Oh yeah, here we go, big hit, oh yeah. Alright, so this is sealed up all the way. Box 7. One cut. There's 2. Do the pop. Take it down to 3. Alright, here we go. We have Other! Look at this. 2 signatures on here. There are 2 signatures. We have Lafette Pinkey and Angel Cordero. Both juniors and both legendary jockeys. We've pulled Angel Cordero, which I believe is right here, Angel Cordero, right there. And we've pulled both of these. Cordero was on that 76 or 78 Sports Illustrated. And then Lafayette Pinkney. That's a pretty cool photo. Definitely likely from the 70s. Right there with those both signatures. Beckett on the authentication. And double sig. Alright, so that'll classify as other. Alright, David, pretty cool. Congrats. We'll call it the double jockey. You are welcome. Alright, guys. If we had other or hockey, you are getting your name added. Other or hockey. Steve and John. Your names are being added. And that is it. Just Steve and John, the only 2 names being added for other and hockey. Alright, go ahead. Put those guesses in. We're going to do a hockey puck. And this is box 2. Box 2 is out there. I think we're at a small enough number I can start whittling these numbers down. Alright. Let's put these in order though first. That shouldn't take me very long, and it didn't. Alright, so box 2 is on the table. Two, 19, 26, 54, 61, 74, 99. Ooh, the 99. Could that be the great one? That'd be awesome. There's 2, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 61. 61. Alright, so 6-1. Right here. 6-1. Alright, and that'll replace box sitting on the deuce. Alright, guys. We are staring down. Last column guesses here. Hey, Dave, have a good night. Good luck to you, too, the rest of the way. Just saw your message. We've got Daniel with the Atlantic, Steve with the Metro, Matt's got the Central, and the Pacific. Alright, guys, let's open this up. Wishing everybody good luck. Alright, one more time for my main man. Hot dog freak. Alright, box 61. Sealed up. We'll do football and then we'll do baseball after this. So we'll do one more football and then we'll jump into some baseball. Sealed up. We have that is cool. We have a Tyler Myers Vancouver Canuck puck right there. Tyler Myers, that's pretty cool. Look at the Canucks. That is a very much an offshoot Canucks puck right there. Alternate logo, Tyler Myers. Tyler Myers. And then obviously that'd be Pacific, and that would be Matt. That is a cool looking puck. And one more time, look at the Tyler Myers Vancouver Canuck hit right there. Alright, Matt. Pacific it goes. Tyler Myers puck. I really like that logo. Alright, if you guessed Pacific, you were specific in your Pacifics. Alright, Jones. You're added. Mike. Mike. You're added. Dudley. Alright, that's it. We are just adding Jones, Mike, and Dudley to the guessing. Did I miss anybody? If so, let me know. Put that back in. Alright, I'm going to put together the good luck chart, or the giveaways real quick, so give me a second. I'm putting those giveaways in together. There will be one whammy in there. One whammy, 2 hits. Alright. Why not? It'll be 2 hits, 1 whammy. Alright, let's look at everybody. Alright, top 7 names. Top 7 names. You are going to let me know which box you would like me to take. Top 2 names on the 7th time, I should say. Top 2 names. Alright, and as long as they're different. So John, you could only hit once. That's the only thing. But other than that, as long as they're 2 names, they're different. If it's not, if John's name repeats, we'll just move down to the 3rd name and take John and one other. Alright, so here we go. Top 2 names. Here we go. Let's do it. John, you're going to pick first. Jones, you're going to pick second. Alright, congrats, John. Congrats, Jones. Alright, John, you'll pick first. We got silver and gold, and we've got the babes. Alright, cheers. Open up a next brisky. Gold it is. Alright, Jones, which one will it be? Silver or Babes? Alright, you guys both passed up on silver. Coming out of silver was a pack of Bowman U Chrome. Bowman U Chrome. Alright, so I missed out on a nice little Chrome love. Jones, you went with the Babes. And Jones, coming out of the Babes. Look at this. Hope you're ready to make some cookies because you just got yourself a football cookie cutter. Nom 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 nom. Alright, so Jones, a football cookie cutter coming your way. And then that's going to leave John. On to John. You're welcome. Alright, John, check this out. How about a Chronicles Jumbo Pack? Chronicles Jumbo Baseball Pack. Let's do it, John. John is pulling the heat when it comes to these Jumbo Packs for the good luck hits here. Alright, John, how about a little Ronald Acuna? You like Ronald Acuna? Double dipping. Ronald Acuna and Shohei Ohtani. Dylan Carlson, rookie. Andres Jimenez. Jared Kalenic, rookie. Nick Madrigal. There's a Pete Alonso. We are looking at a super thick card right there. That Pete Alonso, you are staring at a 130 point card right there. No, that's not. That is going to be Evan White. There's Alec Redmond. There's a Carlos Correa, Titan. Alec Baum, rookie. Casey Mize, rookie. Jesus Sanchez. And some dude named Mickey Montel. The Mick. Alright, those cards coming your way, Dudley. Or that's not Dudley, that's John. I'm saying Dudley because I'm reading your comment. John, those are your cards coming your way. Ray Finkel. I love it. I need that as a good luck charm. Or a whammy. Alright, guys. This is the football mini helmet. Paired out with not one, but 2 jerseys. For this, we're going to try to give away something nice. Everybody out there in one line, give me 5 NFL players. 5 NFL players. If you correctly guess, we'll make sure you get no whammies in the giveaway. So 5 players, 1 line. So it's 1 mini helmet, 2 jerseys. John, you are welcome. Alright. Jersey number 1, jersey number 3 of the placeholders. We also have 4, 7, 8, and 9. So 1, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. He ate 9? Oh my. One time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, 7 and 3. So 1 is going to get axed for the number 7. Alright, let me grab that. So 7's coming on. Here is box 7. There goes box 1. Alright, for the mini, I've got, I believe that's box 4. Yes, box 4 is on the table. I also have 6, 10, and 11. 6, 10, and 11. One time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, box 4, the one that's out there. Say no more. Jones. Alright, guys, last call on those guesses here. We've got Jake with the Cardinals. Timothy looking to stay hot here with the Falcons. Troy's got the Ravens. Matt's got the Buffalo Bills. John's got the Panthers. Jake's got the Bears. We have Mike with the Bungles. David with the Brownies. Jared's got the Cowboys. Matt's got the Broncos. Jake with a snake with the Lions. Mike's got the Pack Attack. Dwayne Train with the Texans. Timothy's got the Colts. Just in time for the Jaguars. Michael looking to hit big with his Chiefs. And he's on the case with the Raiders. Stacy's got it going on with the Chargers. The Joshua Tree with the Rams. Scott looking to get a Monday night countdown with the Dolphins. David looking to hit with the Vikes and the Pats. Justin with the Saints. Joshua with the G-Men. Daniel saying, well, the Jets were cheaper than the Eagles and still available, so hit me up. Chris has the Fly Eagle Fly. Joshua Tree with the Steelers and the Niners. Matt's got the Seahawks. William with the Bucks. Justin with the Titans. And Matt, he's over there sitting on the commode. Alright, guys. Colin, no more guesses here. No more guesses. Good luck, everybody. And if you have a cold one, cheers. If you don't, that's okay. It could be an ice cold water or a yummy little snack. Anybody, what's your favorite snack? Alright, you've had a long week. It's a Saturday night. You're hanging out with the buds, the wife, you know, the kids, whatever it is. You're having an app, a snack. What is your go-to? Oh, I want to know the go-to snack. Earthquake. Is someone having an earthquake? Or is that a snack? I don't even know what that is. Pretzel's a good snack. I gotta have a good complimentary piece to a pretzel. I love a good pretzel though. Hard or soft. But it needs its good compliment. Oreo. Oh, oh. Alright, here we go. See, I'll raise your Oreo and say Girl Scout cookie. If we're going to those on that genre, give me a Thin Mint Girl Scout cookie. All right, 2.9. Look at that. Give me some goggles. Give me some goggles, guys. From the Rams, a little Eric, Hall of Fame running back Dickerson. Eric Dickerson to the Rams. Joshua Tree on the hit. That's cool. That is sweet, sassy. Molassie on a Beckett authentication. I like that. Goggles. Ice cream. Oh, today was an ice cream kind of day. Beer, you can never go wrong. Chips. Oh, I like the kettle. Give me a little kettle. Beef jerky. I like the jerky a lot more than I like a Slim Jim. Call me old fashioned. Give me some jerky. Teriyaki. Maybe a little jalapeno in there. Bacon jerky, good. Tortilla chips. Ooh, that is something I do quite a bit. My college days turn into I have a little money. Not a ton, but I got a little money. And I'll throw a little something on there. Maybe a little chicken, a little ground beef. College, it was just chips and a little cheese in it. It was before Aldi. Oh, my cheese was bad back then. Before we knew what Aldi was. Ooh, give me a spring roll. Good shrimp spring roll. I like a good shrimp spring roll. Alright, guys. Little Eric Dickerson in there. Box 3. Let's do it. Now I'm hungry. If you guys, anybody from Pennsylvania out there knows what Sheets is, oh, that might be calling my name here in an hour and 15 minutes. I don't know. A 2, I see an 8. I see Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon on a Houston Texans jersey. Joe Mixon to the Texans. Look at that. Houston, we don't got no problem. Dwayne Train, look at that. Joe Mixon coming your way. That's awesome, Dwayne. Nice hit. A couple good running backs back to back. Oh my God, Sheets cheese curds. Insane. I never had a cheese card till I went to the Mall of America in 2002. And then it was like 6 years later till I ever had a fried cheese curd again, and my life has never been the same since I had my first one. But yeah, cheese curd. We get the 3-pack variety pack. We'll get like 2 cheese curds, and just to mix it up, we'll get something else because we feel guilty getting 3 cheese curds. I'm just saying. But yeah, get that 3-pack. Ooh, Sheetz cheese curds. That's where it's at. My wife's a dietitian. She'll agree. You know, if a dietitian is agreeing that that's where it's at, you know it's good. What I'll say. Oh yeah, for sure. All right, so we got. I don't know if that's a cheese curd or if it's squeaking. Alright guys, box 4. Give it a little tap. Nom 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 nom, cheese curd. Box 4, sealed up. Let's do it. We've got running back galore. You know what? We gotta get Spoonie out here. They want quarterbacks. Spoonie and Mrs. Spoonie want QBs, but they represent quarterback. Oh yeah! Alright, box 4 guys. All the way around. It's go time. 1 cut, 2 cuts, there's 3, pop it up, you'll see. Alright, we have, I don't know the signature from that angle. Yes we do, we have 3 running backs, alright, from the Tennessee Titans. Running back Tony Pollard coming out of here. Running back Tennessee Titans on a Beckett authentication. Alright, so this was running back heavy. Tony Pollard, Justin, I said, yeah, R.I.P. Jim Marshall. You're running the wrong way. He was on that field, wasn't he? You're running the wrong way. That was 66 years ago? 61 years ago? I don't know. Oh, poutine is good. My daughter likes what are called poutines, and I'm always like, dude, they need to have poutines eating poutine. And 98% of you had no clue what I just said. Alright, Tony Pollard going out to Justin. Alright, so we had Dwayne with Joe Mixon, Joshua with Eric Dickerson, and Justin with Tony Pollard. Oh, good cheesesteak, Thomas. Tony Luke's is my go-to in Philly. I know it's a chain in Philly, but that's my go-to in Philly for a good cheesesteak. I know it's a chain. Some people call it blasphemy, and I've had everything in Philly, every single one. All right, guys. Not seeing a correct guess, but just double checking one more thing. Dickerson. Nope. Alright, so we're going to have fun with this, though. Someone's going to have 50-50 chance at a chase pack. That's right. Chance at a chase pack or a whammy. Chase pack or whammy. Let's see who's going to get it. So chase pack or whammy 7 times. Top name on the 7th time. You're going to get silver or gold. There's 5, there's 6, and 7 times, Thomas. Alright, Thomas, you're going to either get a chase pack or a whammy. Alright, give me 1 second. Take this off. And like I said, one of them is going to be a chase pack, and one of them a true whammy, Thomas. Alright, Thomas. Silver or gold? Silver or gold? 1 hit, 1 whammy. You're on the clock. Oh, Fritos. I like Fritos. I haven't had Fritos with jalapeno dip in a while though. I like Fritos. A lot of people say they taste like toes. I don't know. Maybe I got that. I don't know. I don't want to say that, but I ain't got no Jets head coach vibes. But silver it is. All right. Passed up on gold. I don't remember which has which. The gold had. Ooh, Thomas, you missed out on the chase pack. All right, so we missed out. Gold had the cheese pack. Gold had the chase pack. All right, Thomas, true whammy here. True whammy. We are going to get a box micro, world's smallest micro toy box. All right, world's smallest micro toy box. Thomas, let's see what you got. You have, ooh, that's not bad, not bad. How about a little Monopoly? World's smallest Monopoly right there. Alright, so you get the world's smallest micro Monopoly game. Alright, Thomas, you won't be going to Atlantic City or Boardwalk, but if you're lucky, you can pass go and collect $200 from Jeff. I don't know. Sadly, I'm not too old for jalapeno. My butt is, but I'm not. Oh, I love poutine. Alright, guys. We got a new guy in here, and I know he's been waiting for this. So, Matthew, how about this? A little Gold Rush baseball bat, and not one, but two autographed Dugout Dream baseballs. Alright. I'm going to have everybody in the chat. You're going to give me 4 Major League Baseball players. 4 Major League Baseball players. Your player can come from either the bat or either baseball. Alright, so you're going to put that out there. And while you guys put those in the chat, I am going to run through our bats, our baseballs here. So we have baseball 1 and 2 on the table. We also have 5, 7, 8, 9, 11, and 12. What would you do hoo-hoo for a Klondike bar? Fun fact, mate, the Klondike bar was started by Isley's, famous in Pittsburgh for the chip chop ham, but also for the Klondike bar. And I'm not sure if it started in Pittsburgh, though. It might have been just started in the Ohio Valley area, but either way, very famous Pittsburgh iconic company name is Isley's. I miss the Choco Taco. Oh, was I a big Choco Taco fan, and I was able to take my daughter and get one right before they got rid of them, so that was a very cool moment. She was so excited to get one with me and share it. So that was like one of those father-daughter moments that was, she remembers where we were, where we got, so I like that. Alright, so we're going to use boxes 9 and 12 here. 9 and 12 for our baseball. Alright, so let me grab 9 and 12. Alright, so 9 and 12. And I actually had some friends, so I played soccer in an adult league until I was in my 30s. And the guys that see me to this day still yell out Choco Taco, because I love the good Choco Taco. What could be better? A Choco Taco. It's a taco with Choco. Wrestling bars. See, I don't remember wrestling bars. I remember. Does anybody out there remember a Fat Frog? So in the 80s, my dad's go-to, like, you know, it's like the you've seen today. Super Mario Brothers has the big gumball for the nose, and then they got SpongeBob SquarePants. It's like a lemon flavor, icy type of on the thing. My dad was a big fan of the Fat Frog. Oh, I love the Choco Taco. I miss it. Alright, guys. This here, bat numero uno. We also have 2 and 6. 1, 2, and 6. Oh, yeah. At the YMCA, my dad, once every month, would look forward. They didn't have a ton of money, but once every month would look forward to getting himself a fat frog at the YMCA swimming pool. There's 4, there's 5, there's 6. One more makes it 7 times. Alright, we're going to use box 6 here for the bats. Box 6. Alright, so coming on bat 6, and then we'll have coming off bat 1. So here is 6. There goes Uno. See, I don't remember. I remember the WWF. It was like a, you know, like the cookie cracker things, like the cookies in a box. I remember getting those in the late. It was probably early '90s, I bet. Milkshake candy bars. I don't remember that either. All right, guys. We got Jake with his Diamondbacks. Now with the Bravos. John's got the O's. Jake has the Bo Sox and the Cubbies. Jones in for the White Sox. Michael's got the Reds. Case on the Guards. David with the Rocks. Case with the Tigers and the Astros. David's got the Royals. Richard with the Angels in the outfield. Jake has the Dodgers. Case with the Marlins. Mike's got the Brew Crew tonight. Jake with the Twins. David with the Mets. Jake has the Yanks. Case on the case with the A's. Matt's got the Phillies and the Pirates. John with the Padres. Zachary's got his G-Men. David with the M's. Matt's got the Cards. David with the Rays. Matthew with the Rangers. Welcome, Matthew. Hopefully you're having fun in these breaks. David with the Jays and the Nets. Donker Rays! You can have fun and dunk around. See, here's the thing. I don't think I ever had Dunkaroos as a kid. I just remember the commercial. Alright, guys. We have boxes 9 and 12. 9 and 12 as our featured baseballs. We're going to take a baseball here. It's squishable, and it's good luck. Alright, guys, good luck here. Box 9. Let's give this a tap all the way around. See what we got. You can see that seal. Some of the big names laying their names out there. We've already pulled a couple headliners from this case. I feel like we got some big names waiting for us to pull. Alright, so you can see the seal right there. And over here, we'll give it a cut. Pop it out. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Big time potential trade deadline acquisition this upcoming year, but it's going to go to the team he's on in the current moment here. Alright, so we have a Rawlings TriStar authenticated from the Baltimore Orioles. Baltimore Orioles. We have outfielder Cedric Mullins. Cedric Mullins out there. Alright, so Cedric Mullins is the hit. Could be a big-time trade acquisition at the deadline. Sometimes we'll get into a free-swinging frenzy, but when he's not, he is explosive. He gone. Ooh, gotta get, if we're talking whoopie pies, you gotta get an Amish whoopie pie. I'm just saying. He's a great addition as long as he's Cedric Mullins, the streaky guy that's doing well at the time. Man, could he lose his swing, though. He is just a guy that, unfortunately, when he loses his swing, it's like, where's this all-star Cedric Mullins that we just saw? Like, who is this guy? But when he's on it, man, he's a difference maker. He'll be an interesting guy. Interesting guy. Whoever acquires him, looking to get the All-Star version. All right, guys. Good luck here. There's the baseball. All right. Speaking of, this has been a loaded box. Loaded box. Oh, this is not a sweet spot. All right. Might be a very rare non-sweet spot. Major League Baseball TriStar authenticated. There's our sweet spot. We have a Yordan Alvarez autograph baseball coming out of here for the Houston Astros. Yordan Alvarez. All right, nice hit for the Astros right there. Great left-handed hitter. Case, nice hit. Yes. Defense can definitely help whenever the rest of your games falls off. All right, guys, it is bat time. No, bat time. All right, we are staring at here bat number 6. This is the knob end, so I'm going to end up opening it there, but I want to show the barrel side first, just to make sure transparency is out there. And then here we are, knob. All right. Good luck, everybody. Hall of Famer, let's go! Ooh, Spoonie making an appearance on the bat. Alright. It is a Rawlings. Oh, look at this, Jones! Look at this, Jones. The deal of the night. Frank Thomas. Big hurt. Look at you, Jones. You just got a nice hit right there. A little Big Hurt late night commercial. Autographed Rawlings baseball bat. Look at that. Congrats, Jones. I was shocked at the lack of interest in that and happy to see it go to a good man. One spot, one hit, one win. Boom! Alright, so we got a Hall of Famer there and 2 active baseball players. Cedric Mullins, an all-star. Yordan Alvarez, a superstar. Alright. 15 Frank Thomas guesses, 15 freebies. I know that Frank Thomas is always a popular guest, so we'll figure out how many people are getting something here in a moment. Well, Jake, if you guess 2 guys, Jake, that just puts you out of a class that puts you out of this league. And Thomas. Oh, look at you guys. I don't think I ever put no more guesses, so oops. All right. I gotta figure out the Frank Thomas here. Alright. No. 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 Double. Rose, Dwight Gooden, Jose Canseco. No. 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 Yes. Yes. No. Alright, so these are the names I have guessing correctly. And then Jake, your name gets added a second time, and so does Thomas. Alright, so I'm going to have 7 correct guesses here. 7 correct guesses. Alright. So the way this is going to work, and I'm going to bring you onto the main screen right here. Alright, 7 correct guesses. I'm going to put 7 items out there. One of them is a hobby pack with a guaranteed auto. Alright, so that'll be the top spot. Let me get some other good baseball products to put out there as giveaways. Alright, I need 7 items. 7 items. Alright. Here we go. George, you had George and Don. How do I not have that? Where were these guesses? Why does You sure do. So does you. Alright, so hold on. I definitely missed some people. And Daniel had Cedric Mullins. So hold on. Alright. Well, we'll bring it out here. I don't know how we lost more people, but I see Cedric Mullins here with Daniel. Jones, big front. There's Frank Thomas. And then Donald says he has it too. Alright. Alright. Let me double check here on one thing real quick. Real quick. That is the wrong button. I didn't miss anybody else. Yeah, I talked. That was a bad time to bring it up, I guess. Donald, where was your guess, Donald? I just don't want to miss you. No, there was Frank Thomas. Alright. I think that's everybody. So, we have 11 guesses correct. Alright, so this is the way we'll do this. Pretty simple and straightforward if I do this correctly. Because it's Frank Thomas. I have to put 11 items out there. Alright. Well, we figured this out. There is a guaranteed auto being given away. Sometimes I put my brain together and I can figure things out. Alright. This is the way it's going to be. There's going to be 11 items, 11 people getting things. The top 3 will open on camera. The top one, a guaranteed auto hobby pack from 2023. The second item, a Topps Chrome update pack with big potential hits from 2024. Third one will be a 1-ounce bronze, silver, or gold coin. Then, everybody else, there are going to be 8 packs of Topps Big League Baseball 2021. Nothing huge in these, so they'll come out sealed to you. Nothing guaranteed huge, but there are some autos potential. We've pulled them on camera even. But I want to just give these out and not spend all this time opening them. So I'm going to give out 8 of those. Alright, so 8 packs, but the top 3 are going to be open on camera. The rest will open on your time. I'll send them to you sealed. Try to save us a little time here. So hopefully that makes sense. Alright. There we go. There's 11. Top 3 will open. The rest will just be random Toss Big League packs. There's 2 times. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Jones, Jake, and George. Jones, you're going to get the hobby pack with the guaranteed auto. Jones, it's your night, my man. Then Jake, and then George, and then everybody else here, you're going to get a pack of Toss Big League Baseball. Thomas, you're going to get 2 of them. And then Jake, you're going to get 1 as well, plus the Topps Chrome. So, alright, Jones, you're going to get the auto pack. Jake, you're going to get the Topps Chrome pack. And George, you're going to get the 1 ounce bronze, silver, or gold coin. Let me put everybody's name on some stickers here. Give me a second. This will be a moment. But I won't steal everybody's time by doing all these opening on camera. Dudley, and then Thomas and Thomas. Alright. So, I'm just going to tell you, Daniel, Donald, Dudley, Thomas, Charlene, Jake, and Christian. These are the Topps Big League packs. We're just going to put these to the side. We'll send those out sealed up, alright? So those will come out sealed up. George, you're going to get the coin. Jake, you're going to get the Topps Chrome. And Jones, you're going to get the Auto Hobby pack. So it's this pack right there. Alright. George, here's your 1 ounce bronze, silver, or gold coin. It is a silver. George, you're going to get a Will Myers. Will Myers, former Rookie of the Year right there. Will Myers. And the key contributor by being traded for James Shields to the Royals going to the World Series. Alright, George. Jake, how about this? This is the one actually I think has the largest potential. Granted, more likely to get a hit out of Elite, but the largest potential from this series. Alright, here we go. There's a Ronel Blanco, rookie. There's a Will Smith All-Star Game card. A Kyle Manzardo. What a start he had the month of April for the Cleveland Guardians, former Rays prospect. And Eric, look at that. Guy goes overseas, comes back, does pretty good with the Nationals. Not a refractor there, not a refractor. But nice looking Kyle Manzardo. And Blanco was a guy, not a big prospect, pitched really well so far in his career. I said silver. I lose my mind sometimes. It's bronze. I don't know. I lose a lot of things. Sorry about that. Alright. Here we go. Jones. Guaranteed auto could be 2 autos or 1 auto and 1 mem card. Alright, Jones. Well, that is an interesting one. Alright, there is 1 auto in here, Jones. Sorry. 1 auto, and we'll get to that momentarily. Alright. From the San Francisco Giants, Luke Schleiger. Nice looking card there. Spellbound. Jacob Gonzalez. Look at that. Garrett Forrester. Nice looking prospect right there for the Pirates. Garrett Forrester, die cut. Here's an Aiden Miller. Aiden Miller from the Phillies. That is a draft pick patch card there, Aiden Miller, first round draft pick in 2023. And your auto, a nice looking card. Ooh, big prospect right there from the Pirates, Thomas Harrington. Thomas Harrington made his major league debut this year even. Thomas Harrington, I like it. Nice looking, really nice looking card. One of their top, I think he's rated 7th or 8th, depending on where you go with the prospect handbook. All right, Jones, congrats. Well, you guys are all welcome. All right. Why not some basketball? Friends, we know it's going to be this box right there, box 6. What we don't know is which jersey's coming out of there. And I'm going to have everybody out there put into the chat. Two NBA teams. 2 NBA teams. And one of the boxes of mystery going to be a potential $15 Dad Break gift card. Dad Break gift card is a potential here. Alright. Give me a second. I just want to catch up on a couple things that came in here. We'll get started. By the way, if you are out there watching, within about 5 to 10 minutes of the break ending tonight, within about 5 minutes of the break ending, I will have the stuff for next week's break, next Monday's break in there. Just a heads up on that. Kelsey's in the action tonight. Kelsey, what up? And then we ended it with Mike and June. Mike was the last buyer of the breaks tonight. Got you in there, Mike. And then June. Alright, guys. Last call, those guesses here. In this break, we got Justin with the Hawks, Charlene with the Celtics, Jeff has the Nets, Justin with the Hornets, Daniel with the Bulls, Troy's got the Cavs, June with the Mavs, Troy's got the Nugs, Daniel with the Pistons, Zachary with the Warriors, Nate's got the Rockets, Troy with the Pacers, Daniel with the Clip Show and the Lake Show, Justin with the Grizzlies and the Heat, Jake has the Bucks and T-Wolves, Justin with the Pelicans, Jeff has the Knicks, June with the Thunder, Justin with the Magic, Daniel with the Sixers, Jake with the Suns, Troy with the Blazers, Zachary with the Kings, Nate with the Spurs, Charlene with the Raptors, Jake with the Jazz, and Daniel with the Wiz. Alright guys, no more guesses here. Alright. Last box from the case. Box 6. Box 6. We'll use this good luck charm right there. Seal it up. All the way around back side. There's our main seal. Let's do it. Let's see what we got. Secondary seal down there. Oh, we might have another authentic. We do have another authentic from the Philadelphia 76ers, James Harden. James Harden on a Sixers authentic jersey. Philadelphia 76ers authentic jersey. Daniel, James Harden on an authentic jersey there. James Harden to the Sixers. double check to make sure we got Sixers and not Nets, but it sure looks Sixers. But here we are. Oh yeah, look at that, Philadelphia right there. Size 52, little Nike swoosh. There we are, James Harden, Nike Sixers floor right there. Alright, so this is a nice hit for Daniel. Daniel, congratulations. James Harden, future Hall of Famer. Alright, so there we go. 2 authentic jerseys in one night. My biggest concern was that it might be a Nets jersey. That's what I wanted to make sure it wasn't Nets. It didn't look it. It looked very much Sixers. Could have been an All-Star, but looked Sixers to me. Love it though. James Harden going out to Daniel. Alright, Sixers as a guess. Steve. Alright, all the names you guessed correctly go in the random.org. Daniel, I just saw your question. I don't know if it matters, but the fact that you got a hit, I think is probably okay. Alright, so Sixers. Steve? Well, get that back out there. There we go. Sixers, Steve. Daniel. Alright, it is a head-to-head. Daniel or Steve. Daniel or Steve 7 times. Out there. Top name on the 7th time, you get the box of mystery. 2 hits, 1 whammy. Alright, it'll be Steve. So Daniel got the hit, but Steve gets the giveaway. Alright, Steve. Give me 1 second. You gotta put your boxes together. Alright, 2 hits, 1 whammy, Steve. 2 hits, 1 whammy. Go ahead, let me know. We got bays, we've got flowers, we've got gold. Flowers it is. Alright. Passed up on the golden egg. Coming out of the golden egg was the whammy. It was a Funko Soda Stretch Armstrong. So we missed out on a Stretch Armstrong Funko Soda. Alright, so we missed out on that. Then you passed up on the Babes. And inside the Babes was the $15 Dad Break gift card. Alright, so we missed out on that. Alright, so we're not getting the whammy, we're not getting the $15 Dad Break gift card. What does that leave us with today? That's going to leave us with a pack of Prism Draft Picks Basketball 2022. Alright, Prism Draft Picks Basketball, Steve. Let's see what you got coming out of here. There's a Gene Montero rookie. Tyler Hero, a Prism Zion, a Blake Wesley. And check out that. Joel Embiid right there. Might not be a rookie, but it's a throwback. Kansas. Jayhawk. Alright, Steve, those cards coming your way. Hey, you are welcome, Steve, as always. Let's refresh that. We're going to do a little perfect penmanship. Alright. We know it's going to be one perfect penmanship, one photo, and one jersey. Alright, for this, you're just going to put in the chat one letter from the alphabet. One letter from the alphabet. Let's figure out the perfect penmanship. We've got boxes 1, 4, and 5 as possibilities here. 1, 4, and 5. 1, 4, 5. Here's 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, box 5 here. Box 5. Alright, so box 5's coming on. Box 1, not a yellow. Alright, then for the jersey, we have box 1 on the table. We have 2, 3, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. Two times, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, box 6. Let's grab that real quick. Adios, numeros. And then let's figure out the photo. Looks like we have. Is there 9 here? Yeah, we have every number but the number 4. Every number but the number 4, it looks like. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, we're going to go with box number 2. Box number 2. Alright, let's grab that. Box 2. Alright, we'll be using that one. Alright, so 2, 6, and 5. 2, 6, and 5. Alright, guys. Into the randomizer we go. If this was a 7-time, Jake would have the letter A. Mike would have the letter Z. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Daniel's going to have the letter A. And Matt will have the letter Z. Alright. Let's go in. I'll copy that. Paste it. And give it a refresh. Alright, Daniel. You're going to have the letter A. Jake the letter B. Michael the letter C. Jeff the letter D. Maris has the letter E. Jeff the letter F. Charlene the letter G. Mike the letter H. Charlene has I. Troy has J. Jeff has K. Daniel has L. Jeff has M. Daniel has N. And then Jake, your names just wanted to stick right next to each other. Jake, you've got O, P, Q, R, S, T. Justin's got U. Matt's got V. Justin's got W. David's got X, Matt's got Y, and Z. Alright, guys, I'm going to call no more guesses. Anybody making any trades? No trade activity, it sounds like. Alright, let's do it. Photo number 2. Here we go, let's go, let's go, oh yeah! Where do we go? Quarterback, quarterback, quarterback! Oh yeah! Whoa! Look at that! Alright, so, photo number 2. Look at that. Look at that. College, the Hail Mary right here. Doug Flutie. Jeff, that is a cool photo, Jeff. You like a little unique right there. The Hail Mary. Doug Flutie on a golden. Look at that golden signature. Beckett authenticated. Going out to Jeff. Doug Flutie. That's pretty cool. All right, Jeff is on the board. Yes. There we go. Let's go. Oh yeah, quarterback. All right, this is box 6. Box 6. Our seal is right there. Secondary seal, I guess. I'm wondering if Jeff fell asleep. Look at that. Look at that. The letter W from the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns. We have a back massage. That is a Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson. The letter W going out to Justin. Justin, a little Deshaun Watson. Beckett on your authentication. One of the 812 quarterbacks on the roster. Alright. This is time for the autographs perfect penmanship. Box 5. Box 5. Let's go. There's that secondary seal. Realistically, there's 3 seals on this guy. Because we've already pulled 2 different seals, and now we still have to unwrap the slab. Alright. What is this? Look at that. Look at that. Autograph rookie Thurman Thomas. Thurman Thomas on an 89 score rookie right there. Thurman Thomas. Look at that. The letter T. Jake, you are scoring nicely on these slabs. On a Beckett authenticated perfect 10 Thurman Thomas rookie autograph. Hall of Fame running back right there. That is a 6 slab. Alright, Jake. Jake. Let me put that in back here. Alright, we had Doug Flutie to Jeff, so F. We had Thurman Thomas to Jake, and Deshaun Watson going out to Justin. Alright, so FTW for the win. FTW on the guesses here. FTW. Dudley's got T. Chris has T. It's going to be a Chris versus Dudley matchup here for the giveaway. I don't think I'm missing anybody. No F's, no W's, 2 T's. Alright, 7 times top name. You are going to get a box of mystery here. 6. And 7 times Dudley. Alright, Dudley. You are going to get a box of mystery. Oop, wrong. There we go. Alright, Dudley. 3. 2 hits, 1 whammy. 2 hits, 1 whammy for you here, Dudley. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, Dudley. I am giving you 2 nice hits and 1 true whammy. Dudley, it doesn't get more whammy-ish than what I'm about to throw out there for you. Alright, Dudley. We have flowers, we have gold, and we have shark. 2 hits, 2 very good hits, I feel like, and 1 whammy. Sharks it is. Alright. Man loves the whammy. Passed up on the flower. In the flower was a chase pack. Alright, the chase pack keeps getting chased but not hunted down. Passed up the box of gold. In the box of gold was a 1-of-1 proof. So we missed out on a 1-of-1 proof. Alright, so that's a big 2 big hits that we missed out on. Dudley, we love the whammy. Dudley, I hope you love whammies because it's summer. And sometimes in summer you just got to get those cocks out and play a little shuttlecock right there. Look at that. Little shuttlecock right there. Woo! Little badminton lore. Woo! There you go. Enjoy your summer, Dudley. You are welcome. Oh, Cubs White Sox. Did we not sell that, or did I just forget to put it in? Just gotta put that in. Someone bought it. Or oh no, it just didn't refresh. All right, that's easy. Chris, I don't know why I'm refreshing this. Alright, guys. This is also just like the basketball, the last jersey from the baseball case. So for this, though, I am going to have everybody out there put 3 player names on one line. I'm going to risk it again. 3 player names, one line. If you correctly guess the player that comes out of here, box of mystery guaranteed to everybody that correctly guesses. So 3 player names, one line. Jones. Oh my god, Steve, that's hilarious. Alright, so that box out there gonna be in here. With all that said, let's give some guesses. And I'm going to read off the names. Jake's got the Diamondbacks. Matt's got the Bravos. Troy's got the O's. Daniel's got the Bo Sox. Chris has the Cubs and the White Sox. Dudley looking to do things with the Reds and the Guards. Jake with the Rocks. Matt with the Tigers. David's got the Astros. William's got the Royals. Jake has the Angels and the Dodgers. Jeff has the Marlins. David's got the Brewers and the Twins. Jeff's got the Mets. Troy's got the Yanks. Zachary's got the A's. Daniel's got the Phillies and, better yet, the Pirates. Justin's got the Padres. Zachary's got this G-Man. Justin with the M's. William's got the Cards. Troy with the Rays. David's got the Rangers. Daniel with the Jays. And Troy's sitting there nicely with the Nats. Alright, guys. I'm calling this one here. We've got this at no more guesses. Chad, Ronnie Mauricio just got the call-up. I don't know if you saw that today. Mauricio with the call-up for the Mets. Back in the majors, first time since 2023 after that devastating injury that missed all of last year. Ooh, Tony Gwynn, my all-time favorite hitter. Alright, guys, no more guesses here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Josh Bell looking for a dinger. Box 1 sealed up all the way around. Backside secondary seal. There we go. Oh, look at that. This team. All right. So until like about 4 months ago, we never pulled anything Jordan Alvarez. He is in fire and fuego in the break room here from the Houston Astros. All-star Jordan Alvarez. And I think that was guessed David on the hit. David, nice hit right there. Jordan Alvarez on the hit. And I think I saw an Alvarez guess. Jake with a Alvarez guess right there. Anybody else? Just Jake. All right. Ah, whatever. It's all good. Jake the Snake. After that, Jake the Snake. Alright, Jake, we'll do no whammies. We'll throw some hobby goodness in there. We'll toss a jumbo in there. A little USA Baseball, possibly as well. Alright, Jake. We have some shark action, some babes, and some gold. No whammies out there, Jake. No whammies. There is a hobby pack as a potential hit as well. Get my reader. The shark. Dun. Alright, passed up on the gold. In gold was a Jumbo Topps 2022 Series 2 Jumbo packs. We missed out on a Jumbo Topps pack. Alright, passed up on the Babes. Inside the Babes was a USA Stars and Stripes pack here. USA Stars and Stripes 2023 pack. Alright. That means we are going with the Shark. And the Shark had the hobby pack. It's actually the last one I have from the box. I'm going to try to get my hands on another one of those. I do like this product. So, 50-50 chance out here and on auto here, Jake. 50-50 chance. 2015. 50-50 chance out on auto. Alright. Mark Matthias. Blake Trahan. There's something there. We'll skip it. Edmund Sosa. And Richard Urena. Alright, Edmund Sosa made it to the majors. And you have an auto. You have an on-card auto. Austin Ray. I don't really know much about him, so I don't think he ended up making it. But it is an on-card auto there of Austin Ray. And catcher for the Red Sox. Alright, so that on-card auto coming your way, Jake. Fortunately, I don't think a huge auto by any means, but nonetheless, coming out your way, Jake. Hey, Jeff. Long day. I hear that. All the best. Hey, Jake, you are the best. I just try to have fun. Alright, guys. Just a few more breaks remaining tonight. This one, though, a fan favorite. The authentic Hit Parade Duke football break. Alright. Everyone in the chat, you can give me two NFL teams. If you line up, everybody guesses correctly in the random.org. There'll be 2 hits, 1 whammy. Those are always fun. Alright, so everybody put an NFL guess out there. Football, jersey. I have jerseys, box 1, 2, 3, and 5. 1, 2, 3, and 5 for the jersey. Yeah, Jeff, you hit a really nice looking Flutie. If you need me to, in like 2 minutes here, Jeff, when it gets quiet down in the chat, let me know if you want me to show that, and I'll pop that out there. 1, 2, 3, and 5 for the jersey. One time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, box 5 for our jersey. Box 5 for the jersey. Let me grab that. 5 coming on. Uno coming off. Alright. Box 27 is out there for the football. I actually have 32. 27 and 32 are our possibilities. One time, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 32. Let's make that swap. Box 32 up there. 27 out of here. Alright, 32 right here. Alright. Last call on this guess is Jake with the Cards. Matt's got the Falcons. Steve with the Ravens. Mike's got the Buffalo Bills. Dudley do good with the Carolina Panthers. David with the Bears. George has the Bungles. Dudley with the Brownies. Rick's got the Cowboys, Matt's got the Broncos, Sarah's got the Lions, June's got the Packers, David with the Texans, Justin with the Colts, Matt's got the Jags, Pete with the Jags, Matt G with the Chiefs, Maris with the Raiders, Justin with the Chargers, Dave's got the Rams, Stacy's got the Dolphins and the Vikes, Todd's got the Pats, Chad's got the Saints, Robert's got the Giants, Mike's got the Jets, Chris with the Fly Eagle Fly, Daniel with the Steelers, Chad's got the Niners, Steve with the Seahawks, Adam with the Bucks, Matt with the Titans, and Matt sitting on the commode. Alright, no more guesses. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Alright. We are going to bring out an old friend. Whoop. And we dropped the old friend. So we'll dial it up instead. Made by Gianna, my daughter. A good luck charm. A phone. Box 5, sealed up. Cut into that right there. Let's go. I see an L. I see A and F. Oh, we got a second overall draft pick from the San Diego Los Angeles Chargers. We have Ryan Leaf. Ryan Leaf coming out of here, who has turned a new leaf in his career and his life, and is a terrific broadcaster. If you haven't heard him, highly recommend checking him out. Thomas, you got that correct too. All right, Chargers on the hit. Justin, nice hit right there. Ryan Leaf. Jake. I like it. Alright, here we go. Boop, boop. Alright, 32, box 32, sealed up. All the way around. Looking glorious. I liked it, Jake. It was good. One cut. There's two. Popped up. Alright, hit parade info right there. Taking that out. Football dancing its way right there. Alright. Oh, I love this guy. Really think he might be one of the most underrated wide receivers in the NFL. Yes. I'm giving away a hint there. Some of you will be disappointed. I gave that hint away. No, it's not Tom Brady. But in my opinion, one of the most underrated wide receivers in the entire NFL today. Alright. We have a Duke autographed football from the Green Bay Packers. Wide receiver, Jaden Reed. Jaden Reed coming out of there. Alright, so we have wide receiver Jaden Reed. Green Bay Pack Attack. Alright, and like I said, one of the most underrated wide receivers in the game today. In my sturdy opinion. Oh, Steve with the... Yes, it was. Alright, Green Bay Packers. June, nice hit. I'm going to have a pallet coming. June's out of town right now. I'm going to send it to him. Nice little pallet here. Nice hit, June. Jaden Reed. Yeah, that was impressive, Steve. Alright, so we've got Jaden Reed and Ryan Leaf coming out. Packers, Chargers. All right, Jeff. I'll show you that. Here, let me show that real quick. Which one? I just gotta make sure I have things in the correct order here, Jeff, so you can see it. All right, Jeff. This is your autograph photo you hit earlier, Jeff, that you missed out. It is a Ryan Leaf. Ryan Leaf. Doug Flutie. Really cool. Gold pops there. And I mentioned you like unique things, and there it is. That game-winning Hail Mary that he threw. I thought it was really cool. Alright. Leafs and Packers. Leaf to the Chargers. So Chargers and Packers. Alright, so June, gotcha. Alright, so we got Packers, Chargers, Green Bay right there. Oops. Dudley. Alright, 7 times. Top name, 2 hits, 1 whammy. 2 hits, 1 whammy. 5 or 6 and 7 times. Dudley! Alright, Dudley, you are back in the action here for the good luck. Alright, Dudley. Let me take these off. I want to put this back. Alright, 2 hits, 1 whammy. The Dudster, the Dudley Meister, the Dudley Reno. Alright, Dudley, 2 hits. 1 whammy. We've got a butterfly. We've got the police. And why not? We're bending down with the Figurine. Yeah, that's an interesting question. I really like them a lot, though. Hey, Jeff, you're welcome. Alright, Dudley. Going with the babes. You got it, Dudley. Alright, Dudley. That means you passed up on the butterfly. And the butterfly was the elusive chase pack. And it's being chased, but not cotton. Not hot. Alright, passed up on the police. In the police was a football proof. A 101 football proof. Alright, that means we're going to be doing another whammy tonight. Alright, Dudley. The whammy coming out of here. How about a Sugar Daddy? Alright, so Dad Breaks, bringing out the Sugar Daddy. You're going to get a pair of Sugar Daddy socks. That is a sweet, sweet whammy right there. Who's your Sugar Daddy? Alright, so we got 3 breaks remaining. We're going to do baseball bat, Funko, and then we'll end the night on the full-size helmet. So that's the order we're going to go, folks. Alright, baseball bat time. We know it's these two baseballs, baseballs 2 and 4. What we don't know is what bat number. Will it be bat number 2? 3? Well, apparently it would help if I put the bats in order. I have bats 1, 2, 3, and 5. But 2 is out there. I have 1, 2, 3, and 5. 2 is out there. I actually have 1, 2, 3, and 5. Alright, I'm going to have everybody out there. You know what? Let's do it this way. For the baseballs, this is unique. I've never done it this question, but I'm going to do it this way. For the baseballs, are we going to get a Hall of Famer or current? They have to already be in the Hall of Fame or no Hall of Famer. Baseballs only. There's going to be 2 baseballs. Hall of Famer or no Hall of Famer. If you guess correctly, your name will be put in the random.org. Alright, so we'll take 3, we'll take 1 in, put 3 prizes out there. 2 hits, 1 whammy. Something a little different. Alright. 1, 2, 3, and 5. This is for the bat. You guys are guessing actually for the 2 baseballs, both of them. Is there going to be a Hall of Famer or no Hall of Famer pulled from either baseball? There's 5 times. There's 6 and 7 times. All right, bat 3. Bat 3. Let me grab that. Alright, bat 3. Adios. Number 2. So, Jeff, I'm going to say you're saying current Hall of Famer. Because the reason why I worded it like that is that I don't want to take future, like, Mike Trout would not count as a Hall of Famer yet. He will be, but he's not yet. Alright, Chad's got Diamondbacks. Matt's got the Braves, the O's, the Red Sox, and the Cubs. Dudley's got the White Sox. Richard, you're looking to hit boo with the Dreads. Maris with the Guards. Jeff with the Rocks. Steve has the Tigers. We've got Daniel with the Astros. Michael with the Royals. Chad with the Angels. Jake with the Dodgers. Matt's got the Marlins and the Mike's got the Brewers. Matthew's got the Twins. Daniel with the Mets. Case with the Yanks. Stacy's got the A's. Daniel with the Phillies. Justin with the Pirates. Matt with the Padres. Zachary with the Giants. Jared's got the M's. Michael's got his Cardinals. Dudley with the Rays. Jared with the Rangers. Mike's got the Jays. And Matt sitting nicely. Alright, hey Jeff, you're good. It's all good. It's been a long day for me too. Alright. No more guesses. No more guesses. Alright, it's legendary. Baseball, good luck, duck. Quack, quack, quack. Alright, box 2 sealed up all the way around. Looking good. We're going to cut into that right there. Alright, well, if you guessed Hall of Famer, your name is going to get added. Because it is a Hall of Famer already. This is such a cool baseball. I'm going to tell you right now, these are the type of baseballs I like to collect. Alright, we have Rawlings, authenticated, 2007 All-Star Game. I love these. Absolutely love these series. So you got the All-Star Game colors there. Hall of Famer. Vlad Sr. Vladimir Guerrero Sr. coming out of there. So Vlad Sr. We'll look that up. What team is Vlad Sr. going to go to? Matthew Murphy, you're good. I got you in there. It's a Hall of Famer. Vlad Sr. Is it going to be an Expo / National? It was close. LA Nationals, not Baltimore, not Texas. No doubt about it. Look at that. Look at that. Montreal Expo. So Washington National. Vlad Sr. That is an awesome looking baseball. And that'll go out to Matt. Matt with the Nationals. Oh, his arm. Alright, so, like, Jose Guillen might have had a slightly better arm. Slightly. But Jose Guillen wasn't the player that Vlad did it all. Maybe he didn't know how to take a pitch, but he hit everything. Love that. Love that. By the way, JSA on our authentication. The speed, he was what you call in the 90s, the early to mid 90s, the true 5-tool prospect. Vlad Sr. was everything. Like when they said 5-tool, Vlad Sr. was the guy that when I learned what a 5-tool player was, Vlad Sr. was literally the example that was used. This kind of guy, that kind of player, his kids are going to be good players. You know, you just know he's going to have kids that are going to be good hitters too. You know, just what I'm saying. All right, box 4. Already got a Hall of Famer. Can we get another one? Let's get an active future Hall of Famer. Let's do that. Let's get a future Hall of Famer. Oh, another Hall of Famer. So 2 Hall of Famers coming out of here. Anybody got any grease? Any grease for your mustache? Because we have Beckett on our authentication on Hall of Famer closer Raleigh Fingers. Raleigh Fingers. That'll be a Oakland Athletics / Sacramento Athletics / Athletics in general. Stacy. All right, Raleigh Fingers. I'll make sure Raleigh's a athletic, but when I think of them, definitely going to go with athletics. Alright, yep. To be honest with you, I thought Milwaukee was going to have a higher total than San Diego. I didn't realize he missed the whole 83 season, though. Alright, so there we go. No doubt about Oakland A's Raleigh Fingers. All right, Stacy. All right, no. Bat time. Bat 3. So this is the barrel, and that's the side that they want us to open it up on. But I'll show you this side still. But they like us to open up on this side, so that's how we'll do it. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We just pulled one a couple weeks ago. Why not another? Why not another? Look at that. You're killing me, Smalls. The entire cast and crew, well, not crew, but the cast right there of Sandlot. Baseball bat. Boom! These are so awesome. I love those. They could send me those every week. I would take it every day. All day, every day. Alright, 7 times, guys. All 30 teams have an equal chance at a Sandlot baseball here. Alright, there's 1 time. 2, 3, 4, 5. Top name on 7 times going to get the Louisville Slugger baseball bat autographed by the cast from Sandlot. There's 6. 1 more makes it 7 times. New York Mets. Alright, the Mets are going to get it here. Alright, so the New York Mets in this break. Daniel, look at this. The cast of the movie Sandlot is coming out to Daniel. Daniel, have a night. Have a night, Daniel. That is so awesome. I almost spit my drink out, Daniel. Love it. There you go. I thought we were gonna have to do CPR. If you followed my Sandlot job. Alright, everybody said Hall of Famer. You are gonna get a chance here at a box of mystery. Alright. Not. No. No. Alright, Hall of Famer right there. Hall of Famer. No. No, no, no. No, no. No, no. Alright. Jones, let me just put the J up there. Alright. 7 times. Top name on 7 times. You are going to get a box of mystery for guessing correctly. There's 5. There's 6. One more makes it 7. John! Alright, John. You've done quite well with the giveaway. So let's see if John can keep that streak going. 2 hits. 2 hits, 1 whammy here, John. Alright, John. We have the police, trash, and gold. Police, trash, and gold, John. Which one would you like? Two more breaks, my friends. Trash it is. Alright. Pass up on the police. In the police was a Topps Chrome, one of those really hot 2024 update packs. So we missed out on the biggest one, potential. Inside of the gold was your very own, it's corn. So your very own doughy corn. So you missed out on a doughy corn. So you missed out on the whammy. Alright, John. Coming out of this one, how about this? How about a 2023 USA Stars and Stripes pack? So 1 out of every 3 has an auto or mem. So 1 out of every 3 has an autograph or mem card. Let's see if this is one of those 3. I can tell you it's one of those 3. You've got something here. Save that one for last. Alright. There's a Kyle Teal, Matthew Dallas, Maverick Rizzi, Cameron Kazeel, and how about a little patch love of Robert White. Robert White, U16. Robert White right there, a little patch card. Alright, so that's a little something there coming your way, John. Alright, guys. 2 more breaks remaining tonight. Well, that didn't refresh. As always, you are welcome. Alright, well, we'll figure out the Funko, then we'll see if that refreshes, because it should have. Alright, so here's the box, the case of Funkos. figure out which one we're going to use in a moment. So we'll number it like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so I'll take you over to random.org, and you guys can give me a letter from the alphabet for this one. Letter from the alphabet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 times, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. All right, so this is going to be box number 6. Box 6. Oh, that didn't show up yet. Well, we'll see. We'll get it showing there in a second if it doesn't. Alright, so this is going to be box 6. Box 6 for the Funko. Now we also have to figure out a brand new case for the jersey. Brand new case for the jersey. So box 6 goes there. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1 and then 6 on the bottom. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 2. So it's box 2. Alright, so no. Box number 2. And I'm going to refresh that so you can see that named list before I put the photos out there. Sometimes it does it automatically, and that's why I didn't do it. Alright. Now we got to figure out the photo. We've got every number 1 through 10 except for 3 and 9. 3 and 9 are gone from our photo bank. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Photo number 7. Alright, so photo 7. Alright, last call on those guesses, guys. Last call on those guesses. Give me any letter from the alphabet. Daniel. How much? Never. I don't even know what that's all about, Daniel. I have no clue. Alright. If this was the 7th time, Jake would have had the letter A, Michael would have had the letter Z, but guess what? It's not. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. George, you're going to have the letter A and the letter Z. Alright, A and Z to George, and everything else in between we're going to figure out momentarily. Alright, let me copy these. And refresh that. Alright, George, you have the letter A. Jeff has the letter B. David the letter C. Jake the letter D. George the letters E. Jake has F. June has G. Jeff has H. Michael has I. Justin has J. George has K. Jake has L. George has M. Jake has N and O. Kelsey has P. George has Q, R, and S. Jake has T. George has U, V, and W. Paul has X and Y. And George, you got the letter Z. Alright guys, I'm going to call this one here, no more guesses. Any trade options? Not looking like any trades, but alright, no more guesses, no more trades. Let's do this. In June, I saw the message, so all good, June. We will wait until you're back or you're on your way back, and we'll make it work. Alright, well, we just pulled this. Literally just pulled this from a different series, but here we go. How about a little Percy Harvin? Percy Harvin, the letter H. The letter H. Jeff, there you go. 2 photos tonight, Jeff. That's a cool one. Percy Harvin. Seattle Seahawk hit right there. Beckett authenticated Jeff. Hey, June, you're always welcome. Alright, Percy. Alright, Jeff is probably back asleep. Alright. Sure is, let's go! Quarterback! Hall of Famer! Oh! Alright, sealed up right there. Good luck, guys. We have a hockey player, Hall of Famer. How about that? Pat LaFontaine, and this is a USA, Team USA jersey. Pat LaFontaine, the letter L, LaFontaine, Jake on the hit. Little Pat LaFontaine, team, I believe it's a Team USA jersey, not an Islanders jersey. It's a little Pat LaFontaine. Alright, that's pretty cool. Beckett, by the way, Beckett authenticated. Jake, there you go. Little Pat LaFontaine. Alright, guys, it's Funkalicious. Life is like a box of Funkos. You never know what you're going to get. Alright, guys. Good luck. Alright, we have seen this one before. Hall of Famer, football player from the Chicago Bears, Mike Singletary. George, the Funko man, pulls it out in the end. George, congratulations on a Mike Singletary Beckett authenticated autograph Funko. So, his name is Samurai Mike. I always call him the Secretary of Defense, but... Alright, George, congrats. Alright, so we have the letters H, L, S. HLS. You add an I in there and another L, and you got Hills, and that's where the toys are. And that's not a reference you're going to get. But it is. Alright, let me put together the good luck gestures here, the good luck giveaways. And why not? I'm going to have an auto be one of the giveaway possibilities. autograph. One of the possibilities here, an auto. Alright, H, L, and S for the giveaways. Alright, H, L, and S. There's an S. There's an S. There's multiple S's. So I've got George, Mike, Jeff, and Dad and Will. Alright, so I've got David, Jeff, Mike, and George. If I'm missing anybody, let me know. That's who I have. I'm going to put the giveaway options right out there right now. If I missed anybody, let me know now or forever hold your peace. We've got Babes, we've got Gold, and Golden Box and Golden Egg. Alright, 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Mr. Evans! Alright, Mike, go ahead and make a pick. One of them has a guaranteed autograph pack in there, no less. Alright, so Mike Evans. And what the heck? Hold on. We did that break. Couldn't remember which break we did. I remember the break. I couldn't remember which queue it was. Man. So we have one more break tonight, guys. Babes, it is, Mike. And then we'll do at the end of the break, I'll have giveaway stuff. All right. In the golden box was a autographed 8x10 photo. So there's the guaranteed auto giveaway. In the golden egg was a dog treat selfie clip. So you missed out on a dog treat selfie clip. That big boy, not today. Alright. Mike, the Babes have a pack. One of my all-time favorite products right here. Allen and Ginter. Allen and Ginter, Mike. Let's do it. Just a fun open, and if you can get a hit, even more fun. Alright. There's a Roger Maris, a Pedro Martinez, Ken Griffey Jr. Now that's what we're talking about. National Teachers Day right there. And National Teachers Day, like that, just fun. It's fun. National Teachers Day. And it talks about the day and everything. It's just fun. How about a Noah Syndergaard mini? And a Brian Reynolds. Alright, nothing huge, but you did get a National Teachers Day thing. Fun product. Always trying to pull some heaters. Didn't get one this time, but we tried. Thanks, Mike. Last break of the night, guys. Last break of the night. This is for a football helmet. Everybody in the chat, you are going to give me. Hey, Mike, no worries. You're welcome. You're going to give me 2 NFL teams. If the team you give me on the line comes out of the helmet or the mini helmet, the authentic full-size helmet or the mini helmet, you're going to get a box of mystery. Plain and simple box of mystery. All right. Everybody guesses correctly. Everyone. All right. I got boxes 16 and 49 as possibilities. 16 and 49. All right. 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. 49. Let's do it. Box 49. is 16. Alright. We have Jake with the Cardinals, Troy with the Falcons, Stacy with the Ravens, Case with the Bills, Justin with the Panthers, Matt's got the Bears, Sarah's got the Bengals, Mike's got the Browns, Jared's got the Cowboys, Matt's got the Broncos and Lions, June's got the Packers, Rick's got the Texans, Justin's got the Colts, Dave's got the Jags, Matt's got the Chiefs, William's got the Raiders, Sarah's got the Chargers, Stacy's got the Rams, Scott's got the Dolphins, Sarah's got the Vikes, Mike's got the Patriots, Justin with the Saints, Christian with the Giants, Chad's got the Jets, Daniel with the Eagles, Charlene with the Steelers, Maris with the Niners, Timothy with the Seahawks, Justin with the Bucks, Matthew's got the Titans, and Matt sitting on the commode. Alright guys, I'm calling this. No more guesses. Let's do this. We're getting in it right now. Let's go, let's go, let's go. You're here, you're ready, you know. Alright, let's do... Here we go, Legends, let's go, Legend! Alright, Steve, I got you. Box 49, sealed up. Remember, next week, big thing to remember, we're going to break on Monday of next week. No break on Friday, unfortunately. I'll be traveling across the other side of the state to Reading, Pennsylvania, middle of nowhere. Oh, you're all good, Steve. Secondary seal right there, and down there. I wish I was going to the Reading Terminal in Philly, not Reading, Pennsylvania, but it's all good. Maybe Taylor Swift will be visiting Why Missing and saying hello to her childhood friends. Go. Full-size, authentic helmet. Love the Reading Terminal. I really do. Oh, alright. From the Baltimore Ravens. We have linebacker Roquan Smith. Look at that. Stacy, what a hit. Stacy, monster hit right there. Roquan Smith on a full-size authentic helmet. Second nice hit for the night on going out to Stacy. He's building up the collection tonight. It's not frozen on my end. Alright, it wasn't frozen on my end. I normally can tell when that happens on my end, that's why I asked. Alright, guys. Sweet hit. I turned it that way so we could keep the mini helmet a secret for now. Roquan Smith, authentic full size. Our mini... Ooh, doctor, what a hit! From the New Orleans Saints, we have running back Alvin Kamara. So we got Roquan Smith on a beautiful full-size authentic helmet. And then we've got Alvin Kamara on a Saints mini helmet. Alright, New Orleans Saints going out to Justin. Justin, nice hit for you. Nice night for Justin. Roquan Smith and by the way, both are Beckett authenticated. If no one guessed correctly, I will have to use random.org, but we'll see. We have Ravens, and Thomas had the Ravens, so we do have a person, at least one person, getting a box of mystery. Jeff has the Saints, so two. Alright, so I got Ravens and Saints. Ravens and Saints. Alright, just two. Alright, Jeff, you're going to have to pick first, then Thomas. Ravens and Saints, those are the only two. And you're both going to get a box of mystery. Oops, sorry for the... Steve has it too? Well, that shows how much I know. Oh, Saints, yeah. Steve will be third, because it's going to be in the order. So Jeff, Thomas, and Steve. Jeff, Thomas, and Steve. There will be no whammies. Everybody gets a box of mystery. No whammies here on this last one. Alright. Let me put this together. There'll be 3 boxes. No whammies. 3 boxes, no whammies. Alright, 3 boxes, no whammies. And it is Jeff, Thomas, and then Steve. Alright. The cook, oh, I like the cookie place. Hey, have a good night, Jones. Alright, you got, please. Hey, Jake, have a great night. You too. Alright, Jeff went police. Thomas, would you like gold? Alright, that means the extra one, last one, I should say, not extra. Last one is the trash. And Steve, you got the trash. And I'll be honest with you, Steve, it's sometimes best to not have the first pick because trash had not 1 but 2 packs of cards. Trash had 2 packs, a pack of Chronicles and a pack of Prism draft picks, Steve. So you're going to get not 1 but 2 packs of cards here to end your evening. Alright, Steve. Let's do Chronicles 2021. Alright, Steve. You have a Aaron Donald, Matty Ice, Derek Carr, Russ, nope, that's not Russ. Javonte Williams rookie. There is a Sam Ellinger rookie. It's clear. Ramondre Stevenson rookie. And a Justin Fields parallel rookie. Alright, Steve, not a bad pack at all. How about Prism Draft Picks 2021? Oh, you're going to love how this ends. Tyler Boyd, former Pitt Panther. Josh Jacobs. There's a Kylan Hill parallel rookie. How about a Kyle Pitts rookie? But look at this. Look at this. Devonta Smith rookie right there. Philadelphia Eagle. That's a nice way to end your night there, Steve. That is a way to end the night. Alright. Going to gold with Thomas. Thomas going gold. Alright, Thomas, how about this? How about a 1 of 1? 1 of 1 coming your way, Thomas. Alright, let's see which 1 of 1 you're going to be getting. Put a sticker on this. 1 of 1 Pro Set Proof. Ooh, alright. I like the look at this. Jalen Kruper coming out there. 1 of 1 proof. 1 of 1 proof coming your way there, Thomas. 1 of 1 pre-production proof. Jalen Cropper. I say Crooper. Oh my gosh, I'm losing it. Cropper. Hey Steve, as always, you're appreciated. Alright, Jeff, you're going to end the night with us here. Jeff, how about a Bowman Chrome pack? Alright, some of the biggest cards in here. Let's do this. Jeff is ending the night with a Bowman Chrome. Maybe. There we go. Look at that. Tyler Van Dyke rookie. CJ Stroud rookie right there. CJ Stroud. There you go. Tua's brother. Will Levis rookie. And a Will Rogers rookie. But look at that. CJ Stroud. There's your money right there. Alright, Jeff. That card coming your way. Alright, guys. That'll do it on this Tuesday evening. Have a great week. I will catch up with you guys next Monday. I'm going to have some stuff on here pretty soon, but take care. Stuff will be up on the site in the next couple minutes. I appreciate Ian's on that. Have a good night. I am going to sleep.